Hello, guys and girls, and welcome back to my other blah 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 blah. I already start my video off screwed up. Holy crap! I dropped a lot of weapons. Anyway, Dawnguard DLC Skyrim. That's what this video is. Short and sweet. Oh my god! I didn't find my way around. I just opened the freaking door. Oh my god! I'm pissed. I'm mad. I thought I had figured out where the f I was going, but no. I've been in this place for freaking ever, just looking around, looking around, looking around. I can't freaking find out where the freak I'm supposed to freaking go. Freaking it. I'm getting ill. I just want to turn into a vampire, turn into a mist, and seep through one of the cracks. Clairvoyance says I need to be right here, right here, right here, right here. Can't be right here because there's nothing there. And this is all she freaking says for 5 freaking hours. Oh my god. I'm so freaking lost. And there's these pointless stairs that lead up to a freaking gargoyle for no apparent freaking reason. My god. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Freaking. Ugh. I've looked everywhere, and there's not no switch anywhere. Just freaking. Unless there's a hidden switch somewhere in the wall, I'm gonna go through and press A. Just. Seriously? Oh my god. I'm so pissed off right now. It was so freaking ridiculous. Turn a candlestick. God dang. God. Oh, rage face. I swear, if I get lost again, I'm gonna just freaking quit. Alright, I'm finally here. So, I'm gonna sit on a bench. I've had a long.
This has to be it.
Mammoth head.
I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing?
Dragon bone.
Not this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
What exactly are we looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there.
Did your mother keep gargoyles here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating.
Your mother maintained quite a laboratory.
I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
What did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
Ha.
I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it out.
Now I've got to find a freaking journal if I haven't freaking been searching long enough. I'm just in a cranky mood right now. Why would a vampire have garlic? Man, she's got all kinds of ingredients. Alright, so there's nothing up here. Barrett's ashes? No idea what that is. Daedra heart. You can make freaking armor with this. Daedric armor. Dwarven oil. Wheat.
Keep searching for her notes. She probably had a journal or something.
That's what I'm looking for, Chica. But I see no journal.
She probably had a journal or something. Keep searching for her notes. She probably had a journal or something.
Shut up. Urch. Oh, dear God. I won't pick up all of these. Anything with an... Bingo.
Any luck yet?
Wait. I want to see what this is right quick. No, I don't.
Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them.
Yoink. What's this soul Cairn that she mentions?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Why does she care where used souls went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Ah, damn it.
What's wrong?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
You share her blood.
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Are all of those ingredients here?
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
So all I need is that. I'm good to go. Purified void salts.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
I don't want it yet. I want to go out here. I'm going to save first. Okay. Oh man, this is so awesome. There's so much here. Oh my god, this is amazing. I'm going back in. Okay. La-di-da-di-da-da-di-da-di-da-da-da. Time to move on with this
Get the
crap.
ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. The Soul Cairn is a tiny sliver of Oblivion, the realm of the Daedra. It's ruled by unseen beings known as the Ideal Masters.
Why was your mother so fascinated by it?
Honestly, I don't know. Necromancers are always interested in souls, though, so that probably has some kind of interest.
What exactly are the Ideal Masters?
Nobody really knows. As far as I've heard, no one's seen them and returned to Tamriel to tell about it.
Then how are you sure they even exist?
I've read stories. Stories about fools that manage to communicate with them. You give the Ideal Masters souls, they give you powers to summon the undead. It's all very businesslike.
Fools? Why do you say that?
Because most of the stories end with the Ideal Masters duping the Necromancers, who end up dead or wishing they were dead.
Alright, what else do I need? Purified void salts. I saw a bunch of salts over here, so... this should make it a lot easier. Purified void salts, right there, smack dab in the center.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Can I ask you something
Of course.
first?
What is it?
What will you do if you find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
It sounds like she did everything for your sake.
Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me. About all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge.
She looks awesome right now. How, like, half her face is lit up and the other half isn't. That looks freaking awesome. We won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Let's get that portal open.
All right. Here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually created the portals. Incredible.
Dude, this is just like the portal to the heaven place whenever you fight the dragon. Dude, this is awesome. I'm gonna create a new save just cuz. I got so many freaking saves, it's not even funny. To Soul Cairn. Tradition has it that the Nords came to Tamriel from the continent of Atmora in ancient days. Unknown pocket guide to the Empire. Empire? Completed. Chasing Echoes. Dude, this looks awesome. Beyond Death. Locate Varela. Oh, hello. Hello. Who are you? Hi.
No one ever escapes. There is no escape. Why would you even try?
No escape, huh? You're funny. What are you? Just awesomely wicked looking? Dude, this place is creepy. What are you? bone man? What's a bone man?
That'll teach you.
Soul captured. What are you? What is this? Black soul gem. This looks like a place of ritual.
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. It seems awful, like they're still suffering. Just what my mother told me. I've also studied a little bit on my own, but there's not much. When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here.
Any soul gem?
Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't know if the soul cairn takes just any leftovers.
Does anything live here?
Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here? The only things that can survive here are the ideal masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living.
Do you think we'll meet the ideal masters?
I don't think anyone's ever met the ideal masters. I'm not even sure anyone knows what they look like. They could be underground, flying above us. They might be the ground. I have no idea.
Why are they collecting these souls?
Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as payment to an even higher power. Almost like a currency. A very strange currency. Whatever they're doing with them, they've been harvesting for millennia. No telling how many souls are trapped here.
Why would a necromancer want to deal with them?
Look around you. There are some extremely powerful undead here. Even a necromancer as seasoned as my mother would be willing to spend years trying to gain access to them.
Summon them, you mean?
Exactly. It's a lost art. Most necromancers just raise up whatever bodies are nearby. A simple trick, really. Child's play. But bringing something from the soul cairn gives you something much more powerful.
Like my Daedra Lord. How do the necromancers communicate with them?
Oh, that's usually the trick. It's possible to do it through a simple portal. But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself. And most of them never come back.
Are you sure Valithana has the Elder Scroll?
No, but there's no way she would have left it in Tamriel. She wanted to get it as far away from my father as possible. I can't imagine a better place.
And if she doesn't?
Then we find out where she hid it. If she's still alive. Well, as alive as she was before. Or is now. Or, you know what I mean.
Why not hide it in the soul cairn and then return?
Probably to avoid whatever my father would do to her if he could get his hands on her. Or maybe her plan was to come back, but she was stuck here. We won't know until we find her.
One thing's for sure, this place definitely is creepy.
Beware the dragon Dunavir, destroyer of souls and harbinger of the fallen.
Well, that doesn't sound good. I kind of don't want to meet this dragon. I kind of thought that's the whole purpose of, what's his name? I can't even remember his name. The black dragon that ate souls in heaven. And now we're in hell, and there's a dragon that eats souls.
There's no escape.
What are you? Dude. That's awesome. Come here. Come here, little one. Come here. Come here. Let me ride you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Aw. Whoa. Whoa. Dude. That thing was awesome. What is this? What are you? Hey, what are you? Ooh. Whoa. This place is so far beyond freaking awesome. I love it. Greatest DLC ever. It's like a totally different campaign, really. Where the freak am I supposed to be going anyway? I'm just running and running and running, and I'm not running into nothing. Soul Cairn. This place is freaking huge. Man, if I could combine that undead horse with Shadowmere, that'd be the most bad A looking horse I've ever seen. Like, keep the body of Shadowmere in the eyes, but add the, like, either purple or red flames. No! Whoops. Sorry, chick. You're just having to get shot by a paralyzing arrow. My bad. My bad, girl. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay, I promise. Dude, this place is freaking creepy. I love it.
Mother.
Dude, what's up, chick?
Can't be. Serana? Is it really you? How do we get inside? We have to talk. Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father? He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain. I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he? No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his. Wait a moment. You brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind? No, you don't... You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
I've been keeping her safe.
Safe? You call bringing her here safe? Has she explained nothing to you? Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
That's why I'm here, for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
How does Serana fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal.
Dude, would you quit
Tradition
pacing?
dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
The tyranny of the sun requires Serana's blood?
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Are you saying Harkon means to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon,
the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I would never allow that to happen.
And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter?
I'll need your help.
Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on Tamriel is as much of a danger as hers.
And Serana's opinion in this?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path.
Serana believes in me. Why won't you?
Serana? This stranger may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes, the moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Do you have the Elder Scroll with you?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
What do we need to do?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
We'll return soon.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the Cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
If I leave the Soul Cairn, can I safely return?
As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
Why haven't you pursued the prophecy?
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the
Hey,
tyranny
girl.
of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
What sort of attention?
If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated.
So you prefer living in the shadows?
I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
How did you become imprisoned here?
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place.
What was the bargain?
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they crave. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
They tricked you.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
You became trapped.
Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
You've been imprisoned here for all this time.
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in.
Who are the Ideal Masters?
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the Soul Cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance.
What do they resemble?
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the Soul Cairn. I believe there's more to it than that.
How so?
I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form. Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
And the crystals?
Conduits, through which the Ideal Masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
Why would they require sustenance?
The Ideal Masters' weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls. It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
What do the Masters provide in return?
The ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra. However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the Ideal Masters wind up here as harvested souls. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Alright, guys and girls. Until next time.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
You know what? Just so you don't interrupt me. Everybody have a fantastic day. Peace.